Man, we running late this morning. Alright, let's get it. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Grab your glass with some water. Get your bottle of that water. Tap off that water. Simple. Drink. What should I say? Live for Move your body and drink some water. Just move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should we say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Man, just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, live, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Live for yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. What should I say? Breathe, live, move, toast. Take your breath. Live and move. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Let's drink it up. My water drinking skills and welcome you to the place where your hustle build muscle. Giami Journey Media. Come on, anime. Come on. Alright, y'all. Just want to make sure you was up. This is a Harlem Summer production. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. catch up on that stuff next week or over the weekend. Or I got a pretty, yeah. Because I still got to do the newsletter. I'm tired. And, I'm tired. So, we're going to toast our ancestors. I'm going to finish drinking up this water. And we're going to get right into the toast. I ain't really got that much commentary this morning. It's just, I was trying to teach Sasha how to skate last night. And man. But, she did all right. I think probably within the next 2 times of her going skating, she'll be able to get up there with Gina G and just start rolling. But I just kind of encourage her every time she falls because, that's one of the beautiful things about skating, man. It's just like life, man. You're gonna have to fall and get back up and keep pushing through, right? You're gonna fall sometime. You got to get up and keep on moving. Unless you hurt, you know what I'm saying, then you need some assistance. So let's go and drink this water and get this toast on. All right, here we go. Giving honor to the Creator by the name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. We toast and we say, Ashe. All right, so now let's go on through our list of ancestors. It's such a privilege to do it. Just tired today, man. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lee and Uncle Chris, Aunt Fee, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herb Brown, the second, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Pilar, Montesquieu Pimenel, No More X, Sapet Mount, Ron, Malika Pecor, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ogeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Elder Bro Pro Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and the Luxter Brothers, Ms. Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Reed Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jonas Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Riddleman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kelvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susan B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Goes to Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Arthur Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selman Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hitter Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Jermaine Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Essie Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hannah Sylvester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amateur Wellman, Brett Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Bay, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delamon Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Ball. Alright. Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans, Sr., Sam Evans, Sr., Nalon Blair, Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robertson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billis D. Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, Uncle Buki Gypsy, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Roy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Marker Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Al Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, President Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Kofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Molly, Georgia Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Saunders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Leroy Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Devere Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javale McCormick, Robert Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. On to the Black Book. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Ancestor. Oh, got to change her position on the list too. Well, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac, Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ned Swerves, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkins, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Hussein, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Albert Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols. Lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we get to the present moment. We are on Nia today. Activate those reticular formations, fam. Activate those reticular formations. We're looking for Nia, which is purpose. Balance is the modic principle today. Yellow is the color. Rhythm is the hermetic law. Male name today is Kofi. Female name is Afua. Shouts out. We lift up a glass and we salute. This present moment we say Ashe. From there, we move on to our children, our children's children unto infinity. We toast and we say Ashe. Family, we move from there, building, and we move to all of our relations and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, we lift up our glass and we salute. That selfish toast. What is it you need? Lift it up. We say Ashe. From there, family, we build and we move and we go to toast the most powerful individual in the room, and it just happened to be you. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I toast you and we wish you peace, power, and joy in 100 years. And I'm out. Y'all take it easy. This is maturing nicely, boy. All right, I'm out.